Hey, what is going on, guys? I am Master RKO, and welcome back to The Division. Now, if you've been keeping up with this game as much as I have, you will know that yesterday, well, I guess technically it'll still be today, but when this video goes live, it'll be yesterday, the big update came out. For everyone, it was a free update. That means everyone who has the game can get it, whether you just bought it yesterday or you plan on buying it soon. No matter what, this update is yours for free. They will be doing one more before the DLC starts dropping, so make sure you get that season pass. But for those who have been keeping up with this game since beta, or even getting the game earlier than the last couple days, we'll get right into it. This is Incursions. Now, Incursions is going to be... An incursion is a mission that's going to be harder than challenge mode. For those of you who've been playing The Division, everyone knows that there's just your regular normal mode, there's hard mode for some missions, and then once you hit level 30, you get this cool thing called a challenge mode. Challenge mode's harder than hard mode, obviously, but you get, special loot from it. You unlock Phoenix credits, for those of you who were wondering where we were going to be getting Phoenix credits, as well as you get a few other things as well. Well, they decided to go a step further, and they decided to add Incursions. Now, Incursions are what most people are comparing them to are going to be strikes from Destiny. I think they're going to be a little bit more fun, in my opinion, but that's my opinion. I haven't even played one yet. So that's what these are going to be. So when you first log in to The Division, once you download the patch, install it and everything, this is the screen that you're going to get. It's going to show you a little bit of an overview. Falcon Loss, which is the Incursion. They threw in gear score, gear sets, trading, assignments, and dark zones. So we'll go ahead and go over them real quick before we read off the patch notes in full. So Falcon Lost, you're going to join the JTF in an epic fight against the Last Man Battalion and their new deadly weapon. As you can see, there's a little Humvee with a machine gun. Everyone saw it in the trailer. Everyone immediately locked on. That's the next big boss. If you haven't seen the trailer, go watch that because it's pretty intense. You'll definitely want to see that. Gear score. Gauge the power of items and other agents by comparing their gear score. Now, before we just had level 30, 31, and 32 items. They decided to make it more, get more in depth with it. Because just having level 31 and 32, you were still kind of out in the open and things were very vague. You had to worry about, okay, well, it may be the same level that I am or a little bit higher, but some of the stuff may not be as good. How can I really judge, without going too far in depth? And gear score is going to be what you're going to be looking at there. I have a few items that have a really high gear score that I definitely didn't realize how good they were. So gear score is definitely a thing. Gear sets. Collect new gear sets to unlock unique and powerful bonuses. Now, gear sets are going to be all throughout the game. Now, a lot of people think that you're just going to get them through Incursions and you're going to spam Incursions over and over and over again and get all your gear sets. Well, if you're going to do that, you're going to be in for a bit of a surprise, because right now I only have one set of the gear sets, and I got it at the Dark Zone. Maybe it was just, luck, or maybe that's just the way it was supposed to be, but, I played through the game a little bit, and there's a couple things that we'll get into the end that I'm going to talk about, but I went to the Dark Zone, and the first named NPC I kill, I got a gear set, and it was one of the ones that I wanted. So some of the stuff you will have to get to the Dark Zone, some of the stuff you will have to craft, and some of the stuff you will have to get through the Incursions, obviously, through hard and challenge mode, so that's definitely a thing. Trade items with players, your group, that are in your group. You have to trade them that are people. They have to be in your group when it drops. We'll get into that a little bit later. Assignments, of course, we'll get into that. And Dark Zone supply drops. Be on the lookout for supply drops from the Dark Zone command, or from the Division command in the Dark Zone. And basically what that is that means while you're playing, there'll be a certain time where a bunch of supply drops will come down. I don't know if they're supposed to be just one at a time. When I was there, they were going over and over and over again. I think like 6 or 7 dropped before they stopped, so people were going everywhere. I guess if you're wanting to extract, or if you are wanting to do something without getting bugged, do it while the supply drops are dropping, because everybody else is going to be at those, and they're really difficult to grab as it is. So, depending on how you're playing. But that's kind of your overview, so we'll go ahead and look at some of these things. The Falcon Loss, which is the Incursion, you must be level 30. You must complete the very final mission, General Assembly. Spoilers if you haven't gotten that far yet. And you need a team of 4. I haven't seen anybody who's been able to. I doubt anybody will be able to do it solo unless they do it like here, like winter, when everything's there. So who knows? We may see that. That'd be pretty cool though. There's your kind of thing with your gear score. You're gonna have your level, other people's level, but you can still see player level as well. And some of the gear sets, I'm not going to go through all of the gear sets and what they do. That may be a separate video. But there's Technician's Authority, which is electronics and support, and for support players. Striker's Battle Gear, which provides assault capabilities. Sentry's Call enhances marksman, and Path of the Nomad provides bonuses for lone wanderers. And since I play a lot of solo play, Path of the Nomad is going to be, I think, what I'm going to be going for. The main thing to worry about trading, besides the fact that they have to be in your group, is you only have an hour to share it with them. If you go in to the dark zone, it has to be at a checkpoint. That's something I don't think that it says here. It might say that. No, I don't think it says it, but you have to be at a checkpoint, I'm pretty sure. And they have to be in your group prior to them dropping it, and then of course you only have an hour to drop it to them. Weekly assignments, I will show you a better, I'll show you something in the game that'll be a little bit better, and then the Dark Zone supply drops, obviously just explain that. So here are the full patch notes. So of course you have Falcon Lost, the gear sets, the trading, the assignments, stuff like that, gear score, and we'll get into some of the more juicy stuff. Of course, they added group spectator camera, so if you're playing in a group and you die while you are in a mission, instead of just looking at your dead body, you'll be able to spectate other players. They are adding 3 new exotic weapons. 2 of them were added now, 1 of them will be added later. The Valkyria submachine gun, which as of right now, what I see is not better than the blueprinted Vector that I made, so still kind of wondering what they're going to do for the named items there. And the Warlord assault rifle, I haven't really seen that yet, so but the Historian marksman rifle has not been added. That will be, I think, 1.2, or they'll just add it at some other time. Game changes. The turret can no longer suppress enemy NPCs, as I was allowing them to be killed too easily. And recalibrating high-end items will no longer cost normal. It will cost normal credits instead of Phoenix credits. So instead of having to, work hard and challenge mode for those Phoenix credits, just to lose them all to recalibrate one high-end item, now you'll be able to just spend your normal credits that way, which is pretty good. Crafting has been changed, as everybody knows and everyone's freaking out about. There's your crafting, you can see there and look at it. 10 greens equals blue, 15 blues equals an orange, or yellow, I guess. And 10 high-end materials, craft 1 level 31 high-end item. Moving on to the interface, they added a controller dead zone calibration and a settings menu, which is something if you're having problems with. And we get on to some of the bug fixes. There were a lot of bug fixes. I will read through them as quickly as possible, just to sprint through them so we can get to the challenges. Alrighty. Fixed a bug where sometimes the weapon talents would not activate if the player has the exact stat requirements. Fixed a bug where players could exit the dark zone on East 43rd Street. Reloading stripper clips is now correctly interrupted by firing the weapon, marksman rifles, and shotguns. Fix an issue where buying a weapon with a pre-attached scope using the buy and equip feature sometimes causes scope to unequip. Fix an exploit where players could shoot through corners of cover. That was annoying. Fixed a number of locations where NPCs could shoot through walls. Also annoying. Fixed an exploit where players could ignore the fire rate of certain weapons. Fixed some locations where players could get stuck and Queen's Tunnel Camp mission. I just completed that one, so I'm glad that they fixed that. Fixed various prop collisions so that players no longer become stuck. That also involves fixing some of the mobile cover exploits. I know the Police Academy was a big one. That one has been fixed. Fixed a bug where final cutscenes would unlock before the final missions were completed. I never had that problem. Fixed a bug where water supply side mission would not activate. Fixed an issue where the morphine supply side mission sometimes would not complete. And then the rest of these are, some of these are kind of the morphine supply mission. No longer receiving XP. Fixed the buff from smart cover. The buff from smart cover no longer stacks if multiple teammates are using it on the same piece of cover, so that's kind of annoying. I actually like that. Because it was an exploit. Fixed some bugs where deployable skills would not activate under certain circumstances. Fixed a bug where voice chat volume indicators would overlap in the UI. Fixed a bug where receiving a group invite via matchmaking would sometimes not show up. Fixed a bug where the dead teammate icon would turn blue instead of red if the players were too far away. Fixed an issue where a player would be unable to inspect the appearance of his or her character while changing outfits. That's where it was kind of like blacked out, or your character would like shade out. That was weird. Fixed some UI elements for missions overview frame and adjusted some of the misaligned icons. I never really had that problem. Corrected the colors for the appearance items in the mission rewards list. NPCs no longer ignore player while they are attempting to interact with props, which I kind of agree with that one. Sometimes you would go to use a prop and they would just stop shooting you, which makes no sense. A lot of the NPCs in this game just ignore you or run away for weird reasons. I don't understand it. Fixed a bug where NPCs would sometimes not leave its spawn area during the morphine supply drop mission. I gotta figure out which supply side mission this is, which I've already done them all, so I'm not going to be able to, but that's weird. Fixed a bug where NPCs would sometimes not respawn at one of the landmarks in the dark zone. Several clipping issues have been fixed with various appearance items, and some tooltips have been updated with more clear information. So those are all of the patch notes. I will leave them up really quick one more time. We'll do 5 seconds, so that way if you need to go back over them, you can pause the video. 3, 2, 1. We'll head down to the next set. 4, 3, 2, 1. And the last set. So if there are any ones that you need, you can pause the video at any time to look at those. So now we are going to go ahead and hop into the game and show you guys what the assignments look like, and I'm going to grab a drink because I am thirsty. Now the assignments have been updated. Of course, we always had our daily challenges, and for the last 2 days we did not have the daily challenges. Now keep in mind, Ubisoft and Massive have been working on some compensation for that. They said there will be Phoenix credits for the dailies, and for, I don't know if they're going to be doing it just individually for the people who got locked out of the game due to the infamous backpack glitch, which is basically players were getting locked out when they would create a backpack. No one was really sure what that was about. So that's a thing. So there will be compensation for both of those if you had that problem. But they did add some more things. So if you come in here, and you will see there's an exclamation point over mission overview, and as you can see, it looks a lot cooler. So basically what they did was they're adding daily assignments, weekly assignments. Of course, you still have your daily missions, and then you can kind of see your progress on some of the, story missions. So you can kind of see if there's anything you're missing or what you need to do, which you can kind of see on the map anyways. But you can see where they're at if you really need to. As you can see, there's only 2 here, so I think that they figured people were going to be focusing on the Incursions, so they didn't want to really release a challenge mode one. I know they're going to be adding more soon, but your weekly assignment is going to be... Actually, we'll start with daily. So daily assignments, you're going to have 3. You're going to have a combat one, a crafting one, and a dark zone one. The one for today, I guess, which I still have like 18 hours on, so that's a long time. I still have a long time to do these. But you have the ones for today, at least for the ones that I was doing, which would probably be a couple days, is extract 3 items from the dark zone, craft or collect 5 electronics, and kill 10 cleaners. The dark zone one gives you dark zone XP, obviously. The collector one gives you division tech, which is another way to get division tech, besides the fact there's more division tech. Which we'll get to the things that the patch notes did not cover at the end of this video. And then of course the combat one. And then you'll have your weekly, and your weekly so far has really not taken me that long. They're basically things that you're going to do regularly throughout the week regardless. But right now, like the whole, like I was about to point at my screen, but the 26 out of 30 standard items deconstructed, I've done that in the last hour. The kill 40 veteran enemies, I did my first mission. The hard missions you're going to do twice a day anyways, so the fact that there's 10, you're going to do that in 5 days, which, I mean, I have basically 6 days to still do that, so that'll easily be done. And then the Operation Isaac, or the Isaac.exes, those are going to be interesting, because those are going to be kind of story-based. If you go on the Ubisoft YouTube, they have an Operation Isaac thing going on. You can watch that video and see what that's all about, but that's kill 50 cleaners in the dark zone, and you get an extra 30 Phoenix credits from that as well. So those are your assignments. You're going to have a daily one every day, you're going to have a weekly one every week, which I think they reset the weeklies reset every Tuesday, with their whole state of the game thing that they do on their channel. And the daily assignments, of course, every day with the missions. And then, of course, there's the Incursion, which I still need to beat. But as you can see, here's the requirements for the Incursion. You must be gear score 40 or 140 for hard, and it's recommended for 160, which I was at 162 before I got my one piece of gear. So I'm at 170 something now, I think. And if we hop up to challenging, okay, you must complete the mission at least once. So I have to complete it on hard once, but it's required that you hit 160 to do it on challenging, which I've already passed, so I can do it if I really want to. But I have people that I play with, so I'm waiting for them. But that's everything there, so we're going to hop up to our podium that I talked to you guys at to talk about the last few things. Alrighty. So, the last few things that they did not mention in the patch notes that I have written down for you guys, besides the deconstruction materials, Division Tech drop rate will be raised by 40%, so that is a huge thing. So the drop rate will, you'll get more Division Tech in the Dark Zone. I think I kind of mentioned that earlier. And then killing named NPCs, like I said earlier, guarantees high-end materials differing on level. So the lower level named NPCs will drop lower gear score items, and then the higher up you kill named NPCs, the higher up gear score high ends they will get. But you're always guaranteed high end no matter where you kill named NPCs, which is fantastic. So I don't think I missed anything. I think I covered everything. So if I did miss something and you want me guys to learn to speak English, if there is anything you guys want me to cover, leave it in the comments below. If there's anything you would like me to work on or fix in the videos, leave that in the comments as well. Any help at all will help me out. And yeah, I think that will do it, unless they add some more stuff within the game. I don't think I've really covered anything else. I know the whole, like, some stuff people already know about, Bullet King being taken out and some of the clipping stuff. But I think that is it. So I think I heard, yeah.
Eres un regalo.
Yeah, I just got a tactical hoodie. Yeah. But anyways, guys, I think that'll do it for me. As always, I am Master RKO. If you want to see more videos like this, click that subscribe button. And I will see you guys next time. Adios.